You want to own this company at this point?
Look, it's a dark day for Nikola. I mean, let's just call it like it is. Trevor leaving, he's a key part of the vision, right? And that's what investors have sort of bet on. And obviously, it's been a twilight zone a few weeks. Now, I still believe that there's a story here, especially with GM, and obviously Stephen, focused on sort of leading this along with the rest of the executive team. But no doubt, I mean, this is a gut punch to the story, and definitely, I think a white knuckle period right here for Nikola Bulls.
And in terms, though, of what could happen for GM, we often keep thinking of Nikola. GM took a stake in this company. Do you think they could declare a MAC, material adverse change, and decide they want out of this deal somehow?
Yeah, as Phil was talking, I think that's something that needs to still come out in terms of the details. But GM has sort of, continue to sort of double down on this. I mean, this is their play in terms of Nikola from a hydrogen fuel cell perspective. Obviously, having a former executive of GM on the board, running the board, taking Trevor's spot is a positive. And that's a big part of the story going forward. Because right now it's a fork in the road situation, right, given what we're seeing, in terms of the shorts and worries now that obviously get gasoline poured on it, given what we've seen this morning.
Right. Hey, Dan, while I have you, and as we've been speaking, President Trump's been making some headlines. One of the headlines saying that Trump is now saying that Oracle and Walmart will have total control of TikTok or we won't approve the transaction. Trump saying Oracle, Walmart won't have anything to do with his education proposal as part of the TikTok agreement. We just won't make the deal, he says. What do you make of this transaction? Do you think it's actually going to happen? I should also tell you, literally, as we were speaking, Oracle putting out its own press release reiterating that once this company becomes, quote, TikTok global, the shares that ByteDance's investors historically had in the company will effectively get distributed down the chain. Does that do the trick, Dan?
Yeah, we think it does. I mean, ultimately, this was sort of that Fort Sumter moment. Obviously, Oracle and Walmart came in significant. Look, it's a feather in the cap for Ellison as well as Walmart. There's going to be a lot of back and forth in terms of, U.S. as well as Beijing. But ultimately, it ends up a lot more positive than it could have if the plug got pulled. But still, there's going to be some twists and turns ahead as we've seen in this soap opera.